Hi there guys, how are you today? And welcome to my preview of the 2017 Singapore Grand Prix. Yes, the Singapore Grand Prix, the original night race on the Formula 1 calendar. Of course, the first Grand Prix there was held in 2008. And yeah, it's become one of the most exciting races on the F1 calendar. And the safety cars appeared at all Singapore Grand Prix in history. There's been 14 periods of safety car in total. In 2016, Nico Rosberg won the Singapore Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo could have overtaken him if there was maybe one or two more laps, as he had a big hot pursuit of Rosberg towards the end of the race after an extra pit stop. And Hamilton in that race came third as he was a little bit off the pace. And talking of the 2016 Singapore Grand Prix, look out for my new series coming out later this week where I took up my top 5 Singapore Grand Prix. So, let's get into talking about this weekend. So, the Mercedes team, they've got the lead in both championships. They had the lead in Constructors before Monza, but after Hamilton's victory at Monza, he now leads the Drivers' Championship. However, they don't do too well on street circuits, the Mercedes. We saw what happened in Monaco, and in Russia, despite Bottas winning the race, Hamilton had a tough time of it. And yeah, because they only lead the Drivers' Championship by 3 points, will Lewis Hamilton lose his lead in the championship of this week's Singapore Grand Prix? In other news, Bottas is reported to have said that he is prepared to help Hamilton if he can't win the title himself, so he's going to be prepared to be the second driver, at least for the rest of this season, to make sure Hamilton wins the World Championship, instead of doing something as Bottas described as doing something silly. And this is a clear sign he's becoming the number 2 driver. And really interesting to know whether his team asked him to say that or not. And also, at the time when we're recording this video on Tuesday morning in the week before the Singapore Grand Prix, Bottas' contract hasn't been renewed yet. So will he even be driving at Mercedes next season? Or who will be driving at Mercedes next season? I guess tell me in the comments. So moving on to Ferrari. Singapore is a track that should suit their car, and they'll be hoping to take advantage. Of course, they won here in 2015, beating Mercedes, which was quite a shock result. And as for their aim of winning Constructors, they're 62 points behind, and a 1-2 finish would really help them. So I guess Ferrari's dream result here would be Vettel first, Raikonnen second. But will that happen in reality, or will Red Bull or Mercedes stop them in their tracks this weekend? Of course, now we know both drivers are going to be at the team next season, so there's no issue with contracts there. But we'll have to see how it goes with Ferrari, I guess, and hope for their sake that they have a good weekend. And I guess also for the sport, to keep it close between Mercedes and, of course, Ferrari. Now, Red Bull. Daniel Ricciardo says that Singapore is a big chance, probably their biggest chance for them to win another Grand Prix. In 2017, of course, they did take that pretty shocking victory at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix a few months ago. And he'll be confident of winning the Singapore Grand Prix following his superb drive in Monza, where he made some superb overtakes, including that superb overtake on Kimi Raikkonen. That was amazing. And of course, he'll be confident following their pretty strong 2016 Singapore Grand Prix. However, Verstappen will be hoping for better luck this weekend, and will also be gunning for victory, following his tough time of retirements in recent, or pretty much all the races this season, and his crash with Felipe Massa at Monza. So, do you guys think that Red Bull can seriously win this week's Grand Prix? I guess tell me in the comments. As for Force India, they'll again be aiming to keep their drivers apart on track, and particularly important this weekend, considering it's a track where crashes are very likely, considering there's been a safety car every time. And however, they have claimed that they are committed to both drivers of the 2018 season, and as a team will be hoping for a better race than they had last year, where their driver at the time, Nico Hulkenberg, was crashed into by Daniel Kvyat before turn 1 on lap 1. So yeah, pretty poor race for them last season, and they'll be hoping for better luck this year in 2017, and key to that will be keeping the drivers apart, or making sure if they are next to each other that they race fairly. Now, as for Williams, they have been struggling a little bit this season, and I don't think this high downforce track will suit their car so much. However, Lance Stroll will be confident following his good qualifying performance at Monza, where of course he broke the record. He's the youngest ever front row starter for a Grand Prix, although we know this was partly because of penalties and stuff, but okay, we'll ignore that for now. And they may have to rely on a bit of luck this Grand Prix to get a strong result. Okay, I think they could get some points, but they won't be high up in the points, that is for sure. And you know, both drivers are under pressure as neither have their contract for next year. So I guess we don't know if Massa actually wants to do another season or not. That's going to be one of the stories in the next few weeks. Does Massa want to carry on in 2018? I don't know. I don't know what you guys think and who will be driving there next season. So yeah, tell me who you want to see driving there next season. I would love it if Massa stayed personally. Yeah, tell me what you think and how you think they'll fare this weekend. Of course, now the Toro Rosso team, there's lots of attention surrounding the driver Carlos Sainz, with lots of rumours going around the paddock suggesting he's on the go and on the move to Renault for next year. Okay, yes, this is unconfirmed currently, but it may be confirmed in the next few days or weeks. And apparently this is going to lead to McLaren getting a Renault engine for the 2018 season and Toro Rosso getting the Honda engine. But yeah, thinking about this Grand Prix, this could be a strong track for them. Of course, they struggled at the home race at Monza, but both drivers will be hoping to get points. You know, in the track with plenty of corners and not too many long straights. This could be a time for the Toro Rosso drivers to shine, and we'll have to see how that goes. That is for sure. But you know, I've said this before. I've got plenty of doubts about Kvyat. That is 100%, and I don't know whether he's going to be in the sport after the season. So he hasn't got so long to prove himself. Next, the Renault team. Hulkenberg will be hoping to continue his general good form that he's shown so far this season. But Palmer again will have to prove himself after another difficult weekend at the Italian Grand Prix. You know, a lot of it is reliability, to be fair. He hasn't been crashing too much, though we know there were lots of incidents in recent races with Fernando Alonso, and they seem to have had a falling out. But you know, if Carlos Sainz is coming to Renault, Palmer will surely be out of the sport, assuming Hulkenberg's going to stay at the team. And you know, where does this leave people such as Palmer, Julian Palmer, and of course other people such as Robert Kubica? Where does that leave them? How do you think Renault will line up next season? And in fact, what do you think the full driver lineup will be next season for all the teams? Tell me, that's the cool thing to put in the comments. The Haas team, not too much to say about them, but you know, this track should suit their car according to their drivers. Although this track is pretty hard on the brakes. We've seen Mercedes have issues in the past with their brakes at this track, so it may happen for Haas as well, and this could be quite a big issue for them this weekend. McLaren Honda, of course, there's a lot of excitement surrounding a possible new engine supply for next season, what may happen there, and of course everyone is asking what will Fernando Alonso be doing in the 2018 season. But you know, Singapore should suit the McLaren despite there being a long straight. There's also a lot of corners. And I reckon providing the engine keeps going and is reliable enough, they could have some points this weekend, or maybe another double point finish. Finally, Sauber, of course, there's a chance or point of a high chance safety car, and there's meant to be a chance of rain as well. But you know, with possible Mercedes powered seats up for grabs next season, the next few races are crucial for Pascal Wehrlein. We know that if he wants to be in the sport next season at a better team, he might want to get into the Force India or the Williams, or even the second Mercedes seat if Bottas leaves. And you know, this is a good chance for him to maybe try to get some points in the Sauber. Anyway, I'm now going to go for my predictions. So I reckon Sebastian Vettel is going to get a pole position and win this race. I think this is going to be a Ferrari dominated race, a bit like at Monaco. And I think Vettel will be fired up after a difficult Italian Grand Prix to dominate this weekend. And I think Raikonnen will be in second, making it Ferrari 1-2. Daniel Ricciardo third. Hamilton fourth. Not a good weekend for Mercedes in my opinion. Verstappen fifth, so he will finish this time. Bottas sixth. Hulkenberg seventh. Carlos Sainz, despite all the attention on him, eighth. Ocon ninth. And Roman Grosjean to round out the top 10 in 10th. I don't think McLaren and Honda will score points. I think they're going to have more reliability issues. Or maybe Alonso will crash with Palmer yet again. Anyway guys, tell me what you think about all the things I discussed in this video. Look out for my top 5 series coming later this week, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you really enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this and other types of videos, please subscribe to my channel. If you have anything to say in the comments, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Also, go and check out the video that should be on screen right now, and come and follow me on Twitter, BigGaming342, and Facebook, BigGaming342, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.